Good evening, everybody. We are back once again for Friday Night Frenzy Week 4 action. And these were some big matchups. We've hyped them up a lot. But enough of me. Let's get to the highlights. Let's start off with the battle for Delta County between the Escanaba Eskimos and the Gladstone Braves. First quarter action, and the Braves on offense, and quarterback Cam Kelly takes the snap, and he's going to find a John Hanson streaking with no one around him, and he gets in for the score. 2-point conversion is good, and it's 8-0 Gladstone. Braves back on offense, and this time Cole Potier, he powers in after he missed last game due to COVID, but picks up right where he left off. Now it's 16-0 Braves after a 2-point conversion. Escanaba on offense this time, and they got their own run game with Carson Crutino, who slices and dices, but they would not score anything, and they would have to punt. And now 22-0 Gladstone. And they're getting a little cute here with the trick play as Bertome, he's going to find Hanson again, who waltzes in for the touchdown. And Gladstone gets the win in the Delta County battle on the road, beating Escanaba 30-15. And now the Iron Mountain Mountaineers are visiting the Lance Purple Hornets. And the opening kickoff takes a one-hop, and Iron Mountain, they field it, and the returner, he is gone. He is out of there. He's going to send a letter to home because it is an 80-yard house call for the Iron Mountain Mountaineers to start off this game. And Mountaineers, they did not stop one bit as they are now back on offense. And this time, it is the run game, something we're very used to from Iron Mountain, as he gets through one tackle, and then no one around him outruns everything, and Iron Mountain in for another touchdown. But we had a kickoff return, we had a rushing touchdown. How about a passing touchdown as Kolovecki's going to find the tight end Wolf all by himself with no one around him, not a single purple jersey, and he's in for the score, and Iron Mountain dominates the Purple Hornets 42-0. And a couple more 11-man scores for you all. As the Calumet Copper Kings, they get the forfeit over the Wycons of West Iron County due to some injuries and not having enough guys. And the Sault Ste. Marie Blue Devils get the win over Sheboygan 49-21. And moving right along, some more scores. The Freedom Wisconsin Irish, they beat the Menominee Maroons 28-7, but the Maroons playing with a lot of JV guys due to injuries and things like that. And the Negaunee Myers continue their impressive season, being the Emeralds of Manistee 55-8. And now we have the Gwen Model Towners taking on the Hancock Bulldogs. And first quarter action, Hancock already inside of the red zone. And the quarterback, he's going to take the snap, and he's going to find a receiver just inside of the far 5-yard line. He gets dragged down, but Hancock, they're sitting pretty. And they're just going to go old-fashioned ground and pound as they drive in and make it 7-0 Bulldogs. And now Gwen's churn on offense. And the quarterback, he's going to take the snap. And the running back, Carl Peterson, he's going to bounce outside, looking like Derrick Henry with the stiff arm, and gets shoved out of bounds, but not before the nice game. Same drive, and this time it's the passing attack as the quarterback, he's going to find the receiver wide open for a nice gain, and he's going to get rolled up and taken to the ground. He would have to sit out for the rest of the quarter. We'll give you an update as soon as we find it. But the Bulldogs now, they do a quick pass, and the receiver is gone. No one around him, high stepping his way in for another Bulldogs touchdown. And now it is 14-0 Bulldogs. And now we're going to skip ahead to the second quarter, whereas Bulldogs still leading, but Gwen, they are trying to force it after a nice goal line stand. A nice catch by the receiver for a first down. And now it's going to look a little bit similar, but trust me, it's a different play. The same receiver catches the ball and another Gwen first down. But the Bulldogs, they were ready to play. As on the dump off attempt by the quarterback, gets picked off by Hancock, and it's a very nice return for the Bulldogs, but the Hancock gets a big win over the Model Towners 46-0. And the Ishpeming Hematites are back in action, this time hosting the Westwood Patriots. And for Westwood, it was a steady dose of, you guessed it, the senior Zach Carlson. He was doing everything once again for the Patriots, and this time he's going to take the direct snap, and he's going to go one way, and the defender's going to go the other, and then he takes on one last defender to get in for the score, and Patriots win big after a loss last week over the Hematites 42-0. And our last little bit of 11-man scores. East Jordan, they only score 8 points over the St. Ignace Saints, but that was enough as they get the win 8-0. And then on the 8-man side of things, we had the Rudyard Bulldogs beating the Brimley Bays 62-6, and the Pickford Panthers get a big win over the Engadine Eagles 44-6. And don't worry, we still have plenty to come. In fact, the game of the year, in my opinion, is up next when we have more highlights and scores for you right here on Friday Night Frenzy. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking around and staying awake with me. Now, I've hyped up football like always. You know me, full of energy. Can be kind of loud, but we all like that most of the time. But this is the game that everyone, myself included, mainly me, have been hyping up as the game of the year here in the UP. So let's take a look at the highlight, because it is time for that UP game of the year when the #1 ranked Kingsford Flivers visit the #3 ranked Marquette Redmond. And Redmond's student section was in the game from the jump. First Flivers possession, and Meneguzzo is going to hit Nick Nora on the screen pass, and Nora has been near unstoppable this season as he weaves his way through defenders for a big Kingsford game. Same drive, and Meneguzzo this time finding Brody Kopp, and he's going to bob and weave his way, and it's going to take 4 Marquette defenders to drag him down. It was an empty trip, though, and a scoreless first quarter, I might add. So let's go to the second quarter, and Austin Riddle on the first play of the quarter hits Owen Beauchamp, who will now be referred to as AO, meaning always open, for the touchdown. And now Flivers trying to respond, and the game to tie it up, and Meneguzzo's pass gets tipped at the line, and Ethan Richards comes in for the INT in good field position for Marquette. And after the turnover, Riddle takes the snap and finds that man, AO, once again behind the defender for his second touchdown of the game. And after a block punt, the Redmen, they go to the ground this time, and Dustin Loafing slams it in for the touchdown. And both teams gave us a game to remember, but the Redmen win 55-34. And some final 8-man scores for you. The Ontonagon Gladiators continue their impressive season, being North Dickinson 54-14, and the Norway Knights get the shutout win over the Ironwood Red Devils 40-0. And our last scoreboard of the night, the Forest Park Trojans and Sam McKissack doing his thing again, getting over 200 rushing yards this time. Still not 300, but hey, still impressive. And he got 3 passing touchdowns as well, as the Trojans beat Stevenson 50-14, and the Kearney Natal Wolves, they fall to the Rapid River Rockets 55-6. Well, as always, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to watch Friday Night Frenzy. You all make this so fun. And you saw the student section there, but they make it really fun. And the players and coaches, they're what make this happen. So thank you all so much for putting up with me and all my craziness, for hyping you all up. And the players, they make every game amazing. So I can't wait for next week's Friday Night Frenzy and even more highlights with all of you. But I'm Connor Sturgill. Be sure you follow us on Twitter, like us on our Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I hope you all have a great rest of your night and an awesome weekend. Thank you so much for watching Friday Night Frenzy on ABC 10.
And follow us on Twitter at ABC10 UP Sports. And while you're at it, give me and Connor a follow as well.
And if you want to stay up to date on all the sports news of the Upper Peninsula, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page.